We have been knitting the llama head, and we are now 16 rows away of finishing up the llama. So this is what we have so far. We have the antlers, and we're finishing up the ears. And then after that, we'll be finishing up the trees and knitting the snowflakes to finish it up, along with the neckline and the shoulders. So right now, let's go ahead and start knitting the rest of the llama and get it completed. This is so exciting. All right, so let's get started on knitting some more of the llama. We are on row 94 and we are purling. We're going to purl 8 red, 6, 7, and 8. We're purling 7 white into red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're purling 16 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, and 16. We're purling 2 white into brown. Okay, 1, and 2. Okay, 3 brown into white, move the red over. 1, 2, and 3. 1 white into red. Right, we're purling 1 white into red. 8 red into white, leave the brown. We're purling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 white into purple. Okay. 1 purple. 2 white. 1 and 2. 3 purple into white. 1, 2, and 3. We're purling 4 white into purple. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 purple into white. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 white into red. 12 red into white, leave the purple. 1, 2, 3, 11, and 12. 1 white into brown, purling 2 brown. 1 and 2. 1 white into red. 21 red into white, leave the brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 18, 19, 20, 21. Purling a 7 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Purling 8 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Purling 7 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Purling 8 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We are on row 95 and we're knitting, okay? We're knitting 7 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Knitting 2 whites. 1 red. 3 whites. 1 red. We're knitting 2 white. We're knitting 6 red, bring the white over. We're knitting 2 white. We're knitting 1 red, knitting 3 white, 1 red, knitting 2 white. We're knitting 19 red into white. 1, 2, 3. 18, 19, 2 white into brown, 1, okay, 1, 2, knitting 2 brown, 1, 2, 2 white into red, 1 and 2, 11 red into white, leave the brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 white into purple, 4 purple, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 white, 1 purple, 2 white, 3 purple, 1 white, 2 purple, 1 white into red, 8 red into white, leave the purple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 white into brown. We're knitting 4 brown, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 white into red, 15 red into white, leave the brown, 1, 2, 3, 14, 15, 2 white, 1 and 2, 1 red, 3 white, 1 red, knitting 2 white, we're knitting 7 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're on row 96 and we're purling 7 red into white. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Purling 2 white. 1, 2, purling 1 red, purling 3 white. 1, 2, and 3. 1 red, purling 14 red into white. 1, 2, 3. 13, 14. Purling 2 white into brown. 1, 2, purling 4 brown. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Purling 1 white into red. 8 red into white, leave the brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 white into purple. 1, 2, 1 purple, 1 white, purling 4 purple. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 white, 1 purple, 1 white, purling 4 purple. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 white into red. 10 red into white, and we're going to leave the purple. We're purling 1, 2, 9, and 10. Purling 2 white into brown. 2. Purling 4 brown into white. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 white into red. We're purling 1, 2, and 3. 17 red into white, leave the brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, and 17. Purling 2 white, 1 and 2, 1 red, purling 3 white, 1, 2, and 3, 1 red, purling 2 white, 1 and 2. We're purling 6 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, purling 2 white, 1 and 2, purling 1 red, 1, purling 3 white, 1, 2, and 3, 1 red, purling 2 white, 1, 2, we're purling 7 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're on row 97. We're knitting 7 red into the white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, we're knitting 1 white, knitting 2 red, knitting 3 white, 1, 2, 3, knitting 2 red, one white, we're knitting 6 red, bring the white over, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 white, 2 red, knitting 3 white, knitting 2 red, 1 white, we're knitting 16 red into white, 1, 2, 15, and 16. 2 white into brown, 2 white into brown, 1 and 2. Okay, we're knitting 7 brown into white, bring the red over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so we're knitting 2 white into red, 1 and 2. All right, we're knitting 8 red, leave the brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 white into purple, 1 and 2, 3 purple, we're knitting 2 white, we're knitting 1 purple, 1 white, we're knitting 4 purple, 1, 2, 3, and 4. One white, we're knitting 1 purple, knitting 1 white, 9 red into white, leave the purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1 white, 2 brown, 1 and 2, 1 white. Okay, we're going to knit 2 brown, 1, 2, 1 white into red, 14 red, leave the brown, move the white over, 1, 2, 13, 14, 1 white, 2 red, knitting 3 white, knitting 2 red, 1 white, and we're knitting 7 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're on row 98. We're purling. Purling 6 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Purling 2 white. 1, and 2. Purling 2 red. 1 and 2. Purling 3 white. 1, 2, 3. Purling 2 red. 1 and 2. Purling 2 white. 1, 2. Purling 12 red. 1, 2. 11, 12, 2 white into brown, 1, 2, purling 2 brown, 1 and 2, purling 1 white, purling 2 brown, 1 and 2, 1 white into red, 9 red into white, leave the brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1 white into purple, purling 2 purple, 1, 2, purling 1 white, purling 3 purple, 1, 2, and 3, purling 2 white, 1 and 2, purling 1 purple, purling 1 white, purling 4 purple, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 white into red, we're purling 8 red, leave the purple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 white into brown, 3 brown, 1, 2, and 3, purling 1 white, purling 5 brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're purling 2 white into red, 1, 2, 14 red into white, leave the brown, 1, 2, 13, and 14. All right, so we're purling 2 white, purling 2 red, purling 3 white, 1, 2, and 3, purling 2 red, 1 and 2. We're purling 2 white, purling 4 red, 1, 2, 3, and 4, purling 2 white, purling 2 red, purling 3 white, 1, 2, and 3, purling 2 red, purling 2 white, We're purling 6 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, we are on row 99 and we're knitting. We're knitting 6 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're knitting 1 white, 2 red, 1, 2, knitting 5 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're knitting 2 red. We're knitting 1 white. Knitting 4 red. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're knitting 1 white. We're knitting 2 red. We're knitting 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're knitting 2 red. One white. We're knitting 13 red, bring the white over. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're knitting 2 white into brown. 1, 2. We're knitting 5 brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're knitting 3 white. 1, 2, and 3. We're knitting 2 brown. 1 and 2. 2 white into red. We're knitting 7 red, leave the brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're knitting 1 white into purple. 1. Okay, we're knitting 3 purple. 1, 2, and 3. We're knitting 2 white. 1 and 2. We're knitting 1 purple. We're knitting 2 white. All right, we're knitting 3 purple. 1, 2, 3, 1 white. 1 purple. 2 white into red. 1, 2, 9 red, leave the purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1 white into brown. Gonna knit 2 brown. 1 and 2. We're knitting 2 white. 1 and 2. We're knitting 2 brown. 1 and 2. Knitting 1 white into red. Knitting 12 red, leave the brown. 1, 2, 10, 11, 12. 1 white. 2 red. We're knitting 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Knitting 2 red. 1 white. Let's knit 6 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Llama! Look at the llama! We're on row 100, purling 6 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 white, 2 red, 1, 2, purling 5 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, purling 2 red, 1, 2, 1 white, purling 11 red, bring the white over, 1, 2, 10, 11, purling 2 white into brown, 1, 2, purling 2 brown, 1 and 2, purling 2 white, 1. All right, I just purled 2 white. We're purling 2 brown, 1 and 2. We're purling 2 white into red, 1 and 2. Purling 9 red, leave the brown, 1, 2, 8, and 9. 1 white into purple, Purling 1 purple. We're purling 1 white. Purling 3 purple. 1, 2, and 3. Purling 2 white. Purling 2 purple. Purling 1 white. Purling 3 purple. 1, 2, and 3. Purling 1 white into red. Purling 6 red, leave the purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Purling 2 white into brown. 1 and 2. Purling 3 brown. 1, 2, and 3. 1 white into red. 1 red. 1 white into brown. Purling 2 brown. Purling 2 white. Purling 2 brown. Purling 2 white into red. Purling 12 red, leave the brown, float the white. 1, 2, 10, 11, 12. Purling 1 white. Purling 2 red. Purling 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Purling 2 red. Purling 1 white. Purling 4 red. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Purling 1 white. Purling 2 red. 1, 2. Purling 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Purling 2 red. Purling 1 white. Purling 6 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're on row 101. We're knitting 2 stitches. We're knitting the front and the back. We're knitting 5 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're knitting 7 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're knitting 8 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're knitting 7 white. Bring the red over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're knitting 13 red. Bring the white over. 1, 2, 3, 12, and 13. Okay, we're knitting 2 white into brown. 1 and 2. Knitting 2 brown. 1 and 2. Knitting 3 white. 1, 2, and 3. Knitting 2 brown. 1 and 2. Knitting 1 white, 1 red, 2 white into brown. 1 and 2. We're knitting 3 brown. 1, 2, and 3. 1 white into red. 5 red, leave the brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 white into purple. 1 and 2. 3 purple. 1, 2, and 3. 1 white. 1 purple. 3 white. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 1. We're knitting 3 purple. 2 and 3. Knitting 1 white. 1 purple. 1 white into red. 9 red, leave the purple. So we're knitting 9 red. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Knitting 1 white into brown. Knitting 3 brown. 1, 2, and 3. We're knitting 3 white. 1, 2, 3. knitting 2 brown, 1 and 2, 1 white into red. We're knitting 13 red, leave the brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, knitting 7 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we're going to knit 5 stitches in the red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to knit the front and back. And then we're going to knit 2. All right. Oh, look at that. We are now finishing up the llama. We're doing the ears and the antlers, like a reindeer style antler to go with the ugly sweater design for the inspired Fortnite choice emote sweater. So we're going to go ahead. There should only be 8 more rows to finish up at least the llama portion of it. Then we're going to finish the trees, and then we're going to do the snowflakes, and then the neckline will form. So let's go ahead and start this and get this completed before we move on to do the more simpler stuff for the stranded knitting ugly sweater design for the holidays. All right, let's get started on just diving right in to do the rest of the llama. All right. So we're going to go ahead and finish this portion up. Then we will finish the tree section. We're on row 102 and we're going to purl. And see how neat and tidy my strands are here? This is what you want to do when you do stranded knitting. Some people put the yarn over by 4 stitches, possibly 5, but I stay away from that. I normally do and make sure my tension is on track, because if you don't, it'll start to become tighter and it will literally show on this side if everything started puckering more. So what you want to do is keep your stranded knitting, keep the floats enough that they're tucked into the stitches, but not loose enough that you're going to start pulling at them with wear and tear and washing. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your stranded knitting if you're new to it, but you're on that advanced level where you want to continue knitting a little more than just basic. So just keep that in mind when you're stranded knitting. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start on the purl side. We're on row 102. All right, we're purling 9 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're purling 1 white, purling 1 red, purling 3 white, 1, 2, and 3, purling 1 red, purling 1 white. We're purling 12 red into white. 1, 2, 10, 11, 12. Purling 2 white into brown. 1, 2. We're purling 2 brown. 1, 2. Purling 1 white into red. Purling 1 red. Purling 2 white into brown. 1 and 2. Purling 2 brown. 1 and 2. Purling 1 white into red. Purling 9 red. Bring the white over, leave the brown. 1, 2, 8, and 9. Purling 2 white into purple. 1 and 2. Purling 1 purple. 1 white. Purling 2 purple. 1 and 2. Purling 3 white. 1, 2, and 3. 1 purple. Purling 2 white. 1 and 2. Purling 3 purple. 1, 2, and 3. Purling 1 white. Purling 4 red. Move the white over, leave the purple. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Purling 2 white into brown. 1, and 2. Purling 2 brown. 1, 2. Purling 2 white into red. 1 and 2. Purling 2 red. 1 and 2. Purling 2 white into brown. 1, 2, purling 2 brown, 1 and 2, purling 3 white, purling 2 brown, 1, 2, 2 white into red, 1, and 2. For purling 12 red, bring the white over, leave the brown, 1, 2, 11, 12, purling 1 white, purling 1 red, purling 3 white, 1, 2, 3, purling 1 red, purling 1 white, purling 8 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, purling 1 white, purling 1 red, purling 3 white, 1, 2, 3, purling 1 red, purling 1 white, purling 9 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're on row 103 and we're knitting. We're knitting 8 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're knitting 2 white, 1 and 2, knitting 1 red, knitting 3 white, 1 red, knitting 2 white, knitting 6 red, 4, 5, and 6, knitting 2 white, 1 red, 3 white, 1 red, 2 white, knitting 10 red, float the white, we're knitting 2 white into brown, knitting 2 brown, we're knitting 2 white into red, 1, 2, 1 red, 1 white into brown, 2 brown, 1 white, 4 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 white into brown, 2 brown, 1 white into red, 4 red, leave the brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 white, 3 purple, 1, 2, and 3, 1 white, 1 purple, 4 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, knitting 2 purple, 1, 2, knitting 1 white, knitting 1 purple, knitting 1 white into red, knitting 10 red, leave the purple, move the white over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1 white into brown, knitting 2 brown, 1 white into red, we're knitting 2 red, we're knitting 2 white into brown, 1, 2, knitting 2 brown, knitting 1 white into red, 1, knitting 11 red, move the white, leave the brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Knitting 2 white, 1 red, knitting 3 white, 1 red, we're knitting 2 white, we're knitting 8 red, float 4 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're on the purl side. Okay. We're on row 104 and we're purling. Purling 5 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Purling 1 white, purling 2 red, 1, 2, purling 1 white, purling 2 red, 1 and 2, purling 3 white, 1, 2, and 3, purling 2 red, 1 and 2, purling 1 white, purling 3 red, 1, 2, and 3, purling 1 white, purling 7 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, purling 1 white into brown, purling 2 brown, 1, 2, purling 1 white, purling 3 red, 1, 2, and 3, purling 1 white, purling 2 brown, 1, 2, purling 1 white, purling 10 red, float the white, leave the brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, and 10, purling 1 white into purple, 1, purling 1 purple, purling 1 white, purling 3 purple, 1, 2, and 3, purling 1 white into red, 1 red, 1 white, 1 purple, purling 2 white, 1 and 2, purling 2 purple, 1 and 2, purling 1 white, purling 4 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, purling 1 white, purling 2 brown, 1, 2, purling 1 white, purling 5 red, bring the brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 white into brown, purling 2 brown, 1 white, purling 2 red, 2 white into brown, purling 2 brown, purling 2 white into red, purling 6 red, carry the white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, purling 1 white, purling 2 red, 1 and 2, 1 white, purling 2 red, purling 3 white, purling 2 red, purling 1 white, purling 3 red, 1, 2, 3, purling 1 white, purling 2 red, purling 1 white, purling 2 red, purling 3 white, purling 2 red, purling 1 white, purling 3 red, purling 1 white, we're purling 4 red, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, we're on the knit side. We're on row 105. We're knitting 8 red into the white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're knitting 1 white, knitting 2 red, we're knitting 3 white, 1, 2, and 3, knitting 2 red, 1 and 2, 1 white, knitting 6 red, bring the white, 1 white, knitting 2 red, we're knitting 3 white, we're knitting 2 red, we're knitting 1 white, we're knitting 9 red, float the white, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're knitting 1 white. We're knitting 2 brown. We're knitting 2 white. 1, 2. We're knitting 3 red and we're leaving the brown. 1, 2, and 3. We're knitting 4 white. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're knitting 5 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're knitting 4 white. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're knitting 3 red. 1, 2, and 3. We're knitting 2 white. 1, and 2. Knitting 2 purple. 1 and 2. 1 white. 1 purple. We're knitting 2 white. 1 red. 1 white. Knitting 3 purple. 1 white. 1 purple. 1 white. 9 red, float the white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're knitting 2 white. 1, 2, 2 brown, 1 white. We're knitting 3 red. 1, 2, and 3. We're knitting 2 white, 2, 1 brown, 1 white. Right, we're knitting 11 red. 1, 2, 10, 11, 1 white, 2 red, 3 white, 2 red, 1 white, 8 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're on the purl side. We're on row 106 and we're purling 10 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to purl 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Purling 13 red, bring the white. 1, 2, 3, 12, 13. 1 white, 1 brown, purling 1 white, purling 4 red. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 white, purling 3 brown. 1, 2, and 3. Purling 1 white. We're purling 9 red, float the white. 1, 2, 8, and 9. Purling 2 white. 1, 2, 1 purple. Purling 1 white. Purling 2 purple. Purling 1 white into red. Purling 2 red. 3 white into purple. 1, 2, and 3. Purling 3 purple. 1, 2, and 3. We're purling 1 white. Purling 20 red, leave the purple, float the white. 1, 2, 19, 20. We're purling 4 white. 1, 2, 3, 4. Purling 11 red. 1, 2, 10, 11. Purling 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Purling 10 red. 1, 2, 3, 9, and 10. Purling 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Purling 10 red, bring the white 6. 1, 2, 3, 9, and 10. We're on row 107. We're going to knit 5 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 white. We're knitting 4 red. Knitting 1 white, 1 red, 1 white, 1 red, 1 white. We're knitting 5 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 white. We're knitting 4 red. 1 white, 1 red, 1 white, 1 red, 1 white, 5 red. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 1 white, 14 red, bring the white, 1, 2, 3, 13, 14, 1 white, 14 red, 1, 2, 3, 13, 14. 1 white, 2 purple, 1 and 2, 2 white, 4 red, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 white, 2 purple, 1 white, 1 purple, 1 white, 10 red, float the white, 1, 2, 3, 9, and 10. 1 white, 2 brown, 2 white, 4 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 white, 1, 2, and 3, 13 red, 12, 13, 1 white, 1 red, 1 white, 1 red, 1 white, knitting 5 red, 1 white, 4 red, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, 2 more rows and the llama's done. We're on row 108 and we're purling 9 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Purling 2 white, 1 and 2, 1 red, 1 white, 1 red, 2 white. We're purling 20 red, 1, 2, 19, and 20. 1 white, 2 brown, purling 1 white. We're purling 10 red, float the white, leave the brown. 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10. Purling 3 white. 1, 2, and 3. Purling 2 purple. 1 and 2. Purling 1 white. Purling 5 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 white. Purling 2 purple. 1 and 2. Purling 1 white. Cutting off the purple. Purling 34 red. 1, 2, 33, and 34. Purling 2 white. 1 and 2. Purling 1 red. We're purling 1 white. Purling 1 red. Purling 2 white. Purling 8 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Purling 2 white. 1, 2, 1 red, 1 white, 1 red. Purling 2 white. 1, 2. Purling 9 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yay! The last row and the llama will be done. While we continue on the trees and the snowflakes. I'm on row 109. I'm knitting 9 red into white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1 white, 2 red, 1 white, 2 red, 1 white. We're knitting 8 red, bring the white. 7 and 8. 1 white, 2 red, 1 white, 2 red, 1 white, 34 red, float the white. 1, 2, 3, 31, 32, 33, and 34. We're knitting 4 white. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're knitting 5 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 white. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're knitting 12 red. Bring the white over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 'All right, so we just knitted 12 stitches. 1 white, 2 brown, 1 and 2, 1 white. We're knitting 20 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 19, 20. All right, we did 20 red, 1 white, 2 red, 1 white, 2 red, 1 white, 9 red, bring the white 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, everyone, this is what the llama looks like. So I have completed the llama, which means now I'm going to continue to finish the trees, and then I'll go ahead and do the snowflakes. So here's a sneak peek of the almost finished front of the sweater.